has launched its largest wave of attacks in years. This was the moment when an Israeli airstrike hit southern Lebanon, sending people running for cover. It's just one of numerous explosions in the area in just the past few hours. Israel has been warning civilians in Lebanon to move away from what it claims are places being used to store weapons used by Hezbollah. The military has been sending text messages, placing recorded calls and issuing warnings over the radio. It says it will bomb houses where it suspects weapons are being stored.
This is an advance warning for your own safety and the safety of your family. We advise civilians from Lebanese villages located in and next to buildings and areas used by Hezbollah for military purpose, such as those used to store weapons, to immediately move out of harm's way for their own safety.
We're covering this story from all sides. Imran Khan is in southern Lebanon, where Israeli airstrikes have been taking place. Dorsa Jabari will bring us the mood from the capital, Beirut. And from Amman, Zain Bazravi will tell us what the Israeli army is saying. And of course, we'll have the latest on Israeli attacks in Gaza with Tarek Abu Azoum. But we begin with this from Zaina Khoda, who is near the city of Tyre, where large explosions have been taking place this morning.
There's a lot of panic. As you can see, people are leaving the area because there's been another Israeli airstrike. These airstrikes have been happening since the early hours of the morning, in fact, in recent days. And we are very, very close to the southern city of Tyre. That is a very densely populated city, some 25 kilometers from the border. The feeling here is that the Israeli military wants to drive people out of southern Lebanon, causing another crisis that could be used as leverage against Hezbollah. We're not able to reach the site of the strike. There's a lot of chaos here. They are worried that there's going to be another strike. There's panic and chaos. We are very close to one of the most densely populated cities in the south of the country. This conflict is moving beyond the border, and this conflict is becoming more intense.
Let's go straight to Imran Khan, who is also in southern Lebanon, where the Israeli military have launched a wave of new attacks. And we saw Zaina Khoda there in Tyre after the aftermath of a strike just in the last hour or so. Israeli strikes have been increasing in southern Lebanon over the last few days. But as of this morning, it sounds like the situation has really intensified even further.
Well, just in the last 5 minutes alone, we just saw an airstrike just take place, perhaps a drone strike just over the ridgeline over there, where you can see perhaps the blackened cloud set against the white clouds that are up above is where it took place. That's actually the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon's base in front of it. It's quite far away from where that site is. And this has been happening since 6:30 a.m. At 6:30 a.m., I was woken up by the sound of at least 10 strikes going on around me. I actually witnessed one of them when I kind of rushed to my balcony. That continued across southern Lebanon. In that first wave, they said 150, the Israeli army said 150 strikes taken place. Then there was another wave around about 8:15 GMT. That was about 2 hours and 15 minutes ago. Now, the Israelis said that was another 150, bringing it up to 300. But they're still continuing. You see just in the background there, those strikes are still continuing. Now, the Lebanese are very, very concerned about this. The government has closed schools across southern Lebanon. Hospitals are now on high alert, and all non-essential surgery has been cancelled. And in fact, the UN peacekeepers are sending their families that are living in that base north across the Litani River.